The $750,000 Rolex U.S. Equestrian Open Grand Prix took place at Wellington International on March 29, 2025. 40 of the world's top international riders were invited to compete, based upon their current jumping performances. Only 8 riders were faultless going into the final jump-off. Ashlee Bond of Israel, Kraut of the USA, and Christian Kukuk of Germany had the 3 best performances, which follow. The first jump-off rider, Ashlee Bond of Israel, rode Donatello to capture the first and fastest no-fault round of 40.41 seconds. Bond remained on top until the 5th jump-off rider, Kraut of the United States, riding Bisqueta, set a new no-fault round with a faster time of 39.49 seconds, making her the new rider to beat. The 7th jump-off rider, current Olympic champion and last year's defending Rolex Grand Prix, Christian Kukuk of Germany, riding his key mount, Checker, made a no-fault round and established a new time to beat of 39.20 seconds.
É o cavalinho do coicinho, pai. Olha, dá o coicinho.
Kukuk's ride was the best of the 2025 Rolex Grand Prix, which the 2 riders following him were unable to better or knock out Kraut or Bond. This was the first time the same combination horse and rider won consecutive Rolex Grand Prix, and were also the first to have won 2 Rolex Grand Prix as a team.
The finale victory is so exciting for the once again this spring, and it is being rewarded once again. He takes the Rolex Grand Prix at the first time, the first edition of the US Equestrian Open.
He's going to now ride again, ladies and gentlemen, finalists.
I'd like to introduce first our top 3, our winner for the 2nd year in a row, Christian Kukuk and Checker 47. In 2nd place, Kraut and Bisqueta. And in 3rd place, Ashlee Bond and Donatello 141. Also joining us, we have course designer Guillermo George and president of Wellington International, Michael Stone. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, and congratulations to the top 3 here during Rolex Finale Week at Wellington International. We had a packed house of more than 10,000 spectators, and I'm sure the 3 of you felt that as you were signing autographs after that podium presentation. Christian, I'd like to come to you first. You are now the winner of the Rolex Grand Prix. They're the second year in a row. But can you tell me, is this the best thing that's happened to you in the last 24 hours?
No, I have to be very honest. Definitely not. Still, I'm really happy, honestly, about the win today for sure. But yeah, what happened this morning was definitely more special. So my wife Veronica was pregnant, and the due day was actually next Saturday, and we said in the beginning, oh, perfect, it's right after WEF 12, could not be better. And then the closer we got, the more we could see coming that she could also come a little bit early. And she decided to come this morning. So we drove to the hospital last night. Everything went really well. Both are healthy. Veronica is good, the baby is good, and I honestly cannot wait to see them again.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
And now I was really excited to come back and to spend the whole winter season here. I had great success, but this last week in the Rolex Grand Prix is outstanding to the other 11, I have to be very honest. And it's such a competitive class here, and we have such an amazing crowd. You really feel the tension as a rider, and then that jump off was incredible. I knew that Laura was really fast and that I had to try everything. And I had a really good start of the jump off, I have to say. Everything went really well. And then just suddenly I had one too many to the last, and I thought for a second, oh shit, I hope you didn't lose it now. But then I watched the screen and I saw the one, and I was a little bit lucky that moment. But anyway, it's a pleasure to ride Checker. There is something special between him and that arena here, I have to say, because he won already a Grand Prix here this season, so it's his third Grand Prix he won. And every time I come in the ring with him, I have the feeling he has an extra gear or whatever it is. He just feels very comfortable here. I think he enjoys the weather.
Can you just talk a little bit about what the partnership is between you and Checker now and how that's developed?
Yeah, we know each other now since basically 5 years, and we created a relationship about success and disappointing moments. We had good results already years ago, but we always had every now and then some kind of a disappointing moment, and I was still trying to figure out where the buttons were actually to get him in his best performance. And now, since basically almost 2 years, I would say, I know every single button, and he knows me also, and he trusts me. We trust each other. It's a relationship really based on trust. I know exactly what I can ask from him and what I cannot ask, and he knows I would never ask anything crazy from him, so he is fully trusting to whatever I'm doing, and that's why we can have these performance on the highest level we have in our sport. And
only 2 women have won the Rolex Grand Prix here at Wellington. One is sitting up here tonight, and the other is Margie Engel. You won this finale in 2011. Now, 14 years later, you're back on the podium. Can you just talk about how that feels?
It feels fantastic. I'm a little bit bummed out that I was 0.2 seconds too slow. But granted, with being second to Olympic champion, it feels pretty good. So I'm very pleased.
And you were singing this horse's praises coming out of the ring. Is there anything that you feel you could have done differently?
Absolutely. I definitely left the door open. I added to the third jump boxer on the rollback, and I also added to the double. I should have left one out in both those places, and then it would have been hard because she's a very quick horse. But I got a little bit cautious there, and I knew when I came out, I knew he had a very good chance to beat me, so it wasn't a surprise. I have to say the crowd here has been amazing all season, but tonight was it was extra electric. When we did the autograph signing, I was thanking all of them for being like they were the best fans ever. I think we all felt it, like Christian said, and it's fantastic show jumping. Guy did a tremendous job with the course. And I have to tell you, I predicted 8 clear.
Very good.
On camera, you'll see somebody interviewed.
I said 8 to 10. But I also did that 8.
Yeah. There were tremendous horses and riders tonight, and I think that you could keep it 2-8. was a definite credit to his talent.
This horse brought you to tears coming out of the ring after the first round. What is so special about Donnie? Oh, I gotta try not to cry again. Donnie and I have been together. This is going on our 9th year together, and just to, reiterate what Christian said, it's all about partnership. That's why, he's little, he's 15'3", he doesn't have the biggest stride, but he has the biggest heart, and he just gives me everything. And he was battling a little bit of an infection in his throat from allergies. But he was totally healthy and fine, but I could just tell he was maybe not as energetic as he normally would be. So the fact that he fought out there for me and jumped double clear and turned himself inside out to have the performance he did tonight, it just made me really grateful, and I don't take any of these moments for granted. So the fact that I get to be third in the Rolex Meter 60 class, I just am so grateful. Did the jump off go to plan how you had planned it?
So when we design a course, we are more we are responsible more for the first round than the jump off. Of course, we try to get a nice track for the jump off that you both test the riders and the horse's ability, but also give this huge crowd an opportunity to see the speed and to see a very excited finale for the competition. When it comes to the jump off, it's 100% up to the riders. In the first round, I think we have what we do is more influential, but in the jump off, they are even more the stars.
Was 8 your number as well?
8 is always my number.
Sold out every single Saturday Night Lights Grand Prix that we've hosted this season. Can you talk about how proud you are about how this venue is growing?
It's amazing. To have the quality of riders that we have now is just Olympic champions, world number 1, world number 2, all the way down the line. It's amazing. It just proves that the sport is a spectator sport as well. And there are fans, and then just to see the kids getting so excited to get Laura's autograph for Christians and Ashlee's autograph, and you could still be down there. And I think that's so important that we're bringing the sport to everybody. It's not an elitist sport. It's actually a sport that everybody will be part of. We can be help in growing the sport in that way. We're very proud.
Can enjoy a little bit the sun here next week in the paddock, and then he goes home. And then my plan is he will have probably around 6 weeks of a break, and we'll start in May in the Global Champions Tour in Madrid.
The European Championships?
The European Championship is not the plan this year with Checker. I wanted to focus on the big Grand Prix this year, like Aachen, for sure here, that was always in my head. But now when I come back to Europe, I decided to focus on Aachen and Spruce Meadows, these Grand Prix, and not the championships. He proved everything, and we're gonna have another really important championship next year in Aachen, the World Championships. So, and like I said, he's 15, and it's about keeping him mentally happy, but also physically happy. And I don't want to ask too much this year for him, so that's why I will focus on the big Grand Prix this year, and then hopefully having him fit for next year's championships.
I'm here with Christian Kukuk. He just won the Rolex Grand Prix, the biggest show in Wellington this winter. How's this feel? And also, you have a brand new daughter. How does this sort of day feel to you?
Yeah, it feels amazing. I'm running a little bit out of words. This day is so special to me. It's not only about the Rolex Grand Prix tonight, because my wife's and my daughter was born this morning, and we will always have this memory, being her born on my victory with the Rolex Grand Prix, and that's an incredible story to tell her when she's old enough for that, and I'm really excited for that.
Congratulations to all the contestants, the winners, and especially the 2025 Rolex U.S. Equestrian Champion, Christian Kukuk, and his mount Checker. Please check out our other productions on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@talkinghorses/videos. Thank you.